SPconvo, SPconvo. Let's do it. Back on the scene, man. Back on the scene. Here we go. Now we do. Now we do. What I tell y'all, man? What's the narrative of this country? It's the original narrative of America. White and black. Anything involving white and black, and make news, headlines. So a woman shot a man in Florida. In a Florida parking lot. Over a parking lot. I guess I don't know. A car slot? Who knows? Who knows? But let's get into it. Fair use, fair use. All videos for educational purposes. You know I gotta do it. Let's do it.
A man is in the hospital with life-threatening injuries after a shooting in a Walmart parking lot. CBS News Miami's Nakaya Kerr is your reporter live in North Lauderdale tonight, and that's where those shots were fired in the middle of the day, Nakaya.
That's right, Jim. BSO says that man was found here in this Walmart parking lot off McNabb Road with a gunshot wound. One man we spoke to says he was shocked to drive up and see his Walmart parking lot covered in crime scene tape.
I was walking up, I heard a lady screaming. You know, she was screaming and she was saying a lot of things.
BSO says a 911 call came in for a shooting in the Walmart parking lot around 12:28 p.m. When deputies arrived on scene, they found a man with a gunshot wound. Chopper 4 captured deputies walking with a woman whose hands were handcuffed behind her back. Deputies say one person was detained, but did not confirm if it was the woman in the video. A customer who arrived after the shooting told us what he heard from an employee inside of the store.
He told me, oh, there was this gentleman approached her and he kept making advances at her. And she kept saying, look, I'm not interested, back up, look, I'm not interested. And I guess she got scared. And he said that when she got scared, she took out a gun and she shot him.
Has not identified the person detained or the man shot. We do know that North Lauderdale Fire Rescue transported that man to the hospital with a life-threatening injury. Reporting live in North Lauderdale, Nakaya Carrero, CBS News, Miami.
So that's where we at with that. All right. So I guess that was breaking news. So at that moment, they didn't know what the situation was. And I did some extra research on it, and I found out that man was taking he was taking advantage of the situation. He's trying to impose his will on her. Had a phone call. Hold on. Yeah, I found another video, did an update, and the man tried to, impose his will on her. So first it said arguing over a parking lot spot, and then now it's saying, he imposed his will on her. I think the daughter was speaking, and the daughter saying now that's not her father. he would never do nothing like that. That she know her dad. So since then, the man had passed away. He had passed away from his injuries. But let's get into this one. The daughter gonna speak. Fair use, fair use. All my videos is fair use.
Over a parking spot in this Walmart parking lot. And we do want to warn some of our viewers, this video might be disturbing to watch. A deadly confrontation in a North Lauderdale Walmart parking lot off McNabb Road. Investigators with the Broward Sheriff's Office say Monday a woman and 62-year-old Bart DiGuglielmo were arguing over a parking spot when the woman pulled out a gun. Video provided by witnesses show the 62-year-old fall to the ground bleeding from his stomach area. The father of 3 would eventually die from his injuries.
I just don't think anybody deserves to lose their life over a parking.
This is the daughter now. It's the daughter speaking. Now, listen to what the news lady said. Just listen.
His daughter Amanda speaking to us on Zoom this afternoon. She says her father was a veteran and former ER trauma nurse. The two had recently reconnected.
He was a good man.
According to investigators, the woman claims she shot in self-defense. The video shows Bart and the woman going back and forth for some time as the woman is pointing a gun and on the phone. Police eventually arrive. You can see the woman with the gun talking to detectives. Amanda says her father should be alive and she wants to know what happened.
I'm hearing different things.
Okay, so he just got popped, right? So he's laying down and there's no audio, so you don't know if he's yelling or screaming, but he's laying down. She's being detained right now. She's being arrested. So there's an officer about to handcuff her, or he got his hands on her. These situations here, man, it be like, lopsided, man. But she drawed out that weapon. He's still coming towards her. So I don't know, man. Finish watching it.
It's like on news sites, like it was over. I heard one news site say it was over a parking spot. Another person said it was because my dad was making some type of advance towards the woman, which I will completely debunk because my dad.
So how's she gonna debunk that? If her and her dad just recently got in contact with each other, she don't know what's in her father's head. She don't know what her father's capabilities is. Come on, man. Come on. Yes, that's your dad. Understood. But you don't know what he was doing. You wasn't there. He must have said something to that lady. He must have said something to that lady for her to draw her weapon. Come on. Let's make some sense out of this.
That is not that person. He's not perfect, but he's definitely not somebody that's going to do something to that extreme.
This shooting remains under investigation. That woman was not arrested. No charges have been filed, and the case will be passed over to the state attorney's office for review. We're live in North Lauderdale.
The case will be handed for review. Now I get it. That's her daughter. That's his daughter. You know what I'm saying? That's her dad. But one, you don't know because you wasn't there. For two, there were eyewitnesses that were saying that it looked like your dad was making advancements towards her or putting pressure on her. And for three, you don't know. He was in the military. He probably had some type of mental illness. I mean, you say, he wasn't perfect. But he had to do something to make her pull out that weapon He had to do shit. Yo, he had to do something to make her pull out that weapon. Which reminds me, somebody had to do something to that young fellow that got sentenced to 35 years, Karmelo Anthony, for him to pull out that little, knife blade thingy for the boots. For his cleats. Something had to be done to him. Broad daylight, that lady shot that man. Broad daylight, the camera show her backing up, saying back up, and pow! Took him down, one shot. Now, he passed away, but I think it's the length of time that he had to sit on the floor and bleed out is the reason why he passed away. If he would have received immediate attention, I think he'd have been still here, like the daughter said. It's black and white and black. So far, the black lady haven't been arrested. I guess she stood her ground. Everything's still being investigated, and that's all I have for right now. Any updates, I keep you posted. But it looks like society's becoming that way. Everybody gonna have to man up, hold on to the, man of arms, and do what needs to be done to protect himself, because it's crazy out here. It's not a good feeling out here. Too much random things going on. Random thinking. I sit here and pause, and I'm saying to myself, Karmelo Anthony actually had hands put on him, and he's doing 35 years in jail. This lady brandished a weapon to protect herself, and she was backing up, and he kept going towards her. She popped him. No charges. Karmelo situation, he get harmed. Charges. This lady's situation, man coming towards her, she popped him. No charges. Well, two different states, right? One is Texas, one is Florida. Two different laws, right? So basically two different worlds. And so far, two different outcomes. Yeah. The United States of America will be 250 years old as a country. And look what's still going on within America. The racism. Black and white can't see eye to eye on certain things, but they can see eye to eye on a lot of things. What is a 62-year-old man doing in the middle of the afternoon trying to holler at a young black lady? Makes you wonder. What was she doing with a gun already drawn? Makes you wonder. We gotta do better, people. This is the United States of America, first world country. We have to do better. America has to grow up. Stop pointing the finger at each other and handle business. But there's one thing I could say. Karmelo Anthony was the MVP. It showed. why he's the MVP. For this situation, she's the MVP too. Because the man kept coming towards her as if he didn't respect that weapon of arms in her possession. And I doubt if he did, because he's a military man. So he got close enough, he could have disarmed her, do what he had to do to her, and that was it. Yeah, and I think that's why she did that. Her life was in danger. That's why she did it. Yeah, that's why she did it. And when the evidence come out and it shows that she did it in the most legal way possible, she be going home to continue living her life. America is about justice, fair opportunities, equal rights, all that other good stuff. But we'll see. We'll see. Fireworks going off. America's birthday. 250 years independence. She said, get back. Boom. Any day could be anybody's last. We have to make sure we stay abreast and protect oneself and protect others and protect the fabric of this country and protect the constitution of this country. And let's just stop with all this nonsense and let's just do what we have to do. Too many shootings, too much tension between white and black. America is too much. So that's what I have to share with y'all.